Hey, what's happening? Tom Zakvea back again for another blade review for you for Kult of Athena. We'll make sure that we're bringing you a little bit of variety on everything. So we did some sabers, we've been doing some katanas, and here's something that I actually have not held in my hand until right now. We did a little bit of cutting with it, and this is the Wulflund Falchion. So you're looking at a blade, a military type of combat blade that was used in the 13th and 14th century. So this is a really nice, really tough short sword. As you can see from the tip of my finger all the way up to the shoulder, it's quite short in comparison to something like a double-edged sword, like an arming sword, and it's really well made. The guard, actually let's talk about the blade length first. So we have an overall length of 30 1/4 inches, so all the way from the pommel to the very tip of it we got 30 1/4. Blade length itself, actual cutting edge, is 23 inches. So let's take a close-up look at this guy. As you can see, it has the wheel pommel on it that concaves in. It has a leather grip. It's somewhat sticky, but it's not obnoxious to where it messes with your grip or anything. We have you can see the welding marks. This is actually welded together, so there's nothing shaking on it at all. It's really nice. The guard and the pommel, you can see like the rough welding marks on it. Wulflund likes to do these blades a little bit differently. They like to keep them really more historically accurate. A lot of the antique falchions that we have like historical reference of, they look really similar to these. The one thing that's a little bit different that they put on here is the back edge that has been sharpened. These come slightly sharpened, but we did put a better edge on it for the cut testing and everything. Not a better edge, but just sharper, just serviced it a little bit more. But this sweeps out a little bit more. On the other falchions, it kind of goes straight and then comes out at the last like inch or two that I've seen. I'm sure there's different models. There's reverse falchions. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So this is a really cool blade. It's got a fuller on it, so it does take some of the weight off. And you'll be able to see that in the light. Turn this over so you can see it. And overall, this is a very tough blade. What I mean by tough is just, obviously, other than it being welded together, this was a very common blade. This is actually more common than we think. In medieval illustrations and things like that, you'll see different variations of the falchion. It probably was something that was just easier to make than, like, let's say, like a double-edged arming sword, or something that was more highly decorated. This just got the job done, and you can clearly see that. You can clearly feel it when you're in use of for this type of blade would be. I did a little bit of thrusting with it. I mean, the tip is sharpened, so it's going to be able to penetrate through water bottles, but primarily this is a hacking and slashing type of blade. Nothing loose after cutting with it. I mean, didn't expect it for it being welded together. The spine is quite thick on it. If we get a close-up look on it, kind of shine in the light so you can see. Alright, so just like every other video that we do, we make sure that we test these, at least with water bottles, sometimes with hacking, and other fruit and things like that. So this time we did some water bottles for you. We got this little rig set up, so let us take a look at what the Wulflund Falchion can do. Okay, so we took a look at the Wulflund Falchion, this awesome, very simple but very well designed short sword. We just did a Wulflund Celtic Dagger review that we did when we were over in the forest a couple weekends ago, so make sure you check that out on the YouTube channel. If you have any other requests for blade reviews, maybe you have a collection of falchions, maybe you're looking at getting one. Honestly, I thought it looked kind of weird just from, it was a really simple design. I'm like, what's the big deal about a falchion? What makes this cool? Or just what makes it so functional? And it's the design of it, the blade shape, and it's going to come down to the manufacturer and who tempers it and all that. So it is kind of conjoined effort of research and physical labor as to how a good blade will come together. So I would highly recommend this. I will probably pick one of these up for my own collection as well. So what I need you guys to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me know what you think of the Wulflund Falchion. I'd really appreciate to hear from you. Like us over at Facebook, and hope to talk to you soon.